Oh, look, Pillow is speaking.
I had some plane problems. I'm stuck here at CPAC, which ain't a bad place to be. It's been awesome here. How about it's getting a little harder for them to cover up the biggest crime in history, isn't it? After what happened now in Arizona, they tried to steal it from Kerry Lake. They stopped the machines in the middle of the night. Does that ring a bell? Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Well, it just shows Kerry's a good reason, or it happened for a reason. It shows you that you can override the algorithms. You can get out and vote in person. Vote in person, everybody. Don't take those mail-in ballots. Vote in person. Remember, she was 10 points behind by 11 o'clock at night. Then all of a sudden, she's up by 12,000 votes, and they go, shut her down, shut it down. I mean, it's just disgusting what they're doing. The machines have to go. Machines have to go. They have to be gone forever in our country. I'm going to have a summit. I want to tell you all about it. Everybody, you can watch it on Frank's speech on August 20th and 21st. This is going to change our country's history. We're going to have all 50 states there up on stage, people that have worked hard for our country and for our great president, Donald Trump. This is all about communication too. We get through all this. I mean, look at right now with your Truth Social, and you guys should all get on that too. We have to communicate, everybody. We have to get the hope out, the word out. We are winning, and it's so exciting what happened in Arizona. All of the America First candidates, all the President Trump's endorsements, I mean, they've all come true, and it's been absolutely amazing. I wish. With all of you, too, I want to say to not sit there and we all got to be courageous at this time. We're in a perfect time in history, the absolute perfect time where we're going to look back and we're going to say, God's had his hand in all of this.
Right.
Everything had to happen just the way it did.
Right.
Just think if, and by the way, I'm going to tell you how we're getting our country back is the judges. Remember, our great president appointed over 300 judges, 3 Supreme Court judges, and you know what? A year and a half ago, none of them looked at any evidence. None of them did because I believe they had fear. They have families, they have friends, families, grandchildren, and they didn't want to be the first one.
He just does not stop and jumping uncontrollably from one topic to another.
But you think of this. Now the judges have slowed the destruction of our country.
Imagine being in line all day to go to a Trump rally and then they just play a video of Pillow.
The great decision to say these masks are nonsense and these mandates on airplanes changed our course of history. How about the Supreme Court reversing Roe v. Wade? I mean, they got brave. They went out there and were the judges they were appointed to be. We've got so many judges. How about the 100? If you have 100 people in your company, you have to get a shot. That got shoved down by a judge. So judges are looking at things. I want to tell everybody, in Arizona, remember the preliminary injunctions we're doing across the country to get rid of the machines. The first one was Arizona. Who was the plaintiff? Kerry Lake and Mark Fincham. This is what the people want. And that judge in Arizona, he was the first one. He said, you know what? I'm going to look at that.
How many topics has he touched on so far? No segue whatsoever.
Well, he looked at it, and he hasn't made his decision yet, but at least he looked at it. I want to tell you about these machines. I'm going to give you a good example that happened over in Georgia.
Terrible machine.
Over in Georgia, on May 24th, there were three Democrats running in a primary. Well, this nice lady and her husband woke up, and they had 0 votes in their own precinct. 0. So old crooked Brad Rassenberger had to go, gee, what are we going to do? We should have gave him at least 2.
I like that.
And so they did, what did they do? They looked inside the machines and they found 3,700 and some votes, which made her go from 30.
I opened up that machine and I went eye to eye with it. And I saw pure evil.
On the ballot. And then Rassenberger called it was a programming error with the machines. He won his own race, 38% he was polling at. The next day he gets 51% of the vote. This is the corruption that's going on with these machines. And we are going to get rid of them all. They're going to be gone. But until they're all gone, by getting out and everybody voting on election day, we can override the algorithms and have great candidates get into power because other ones have let us down. Politicians have let us down. Well, I'm going to
Quite frenetic.
right now, Tudor Dixon, and she's the nominee for the governor of Michigan against you-know-who, the horrible governor that's there.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wow.